Hi. One of the questions that I'm most frequently asked is, how do I become a great leader? Well, to be an effective leader and to be recognized as a great leader, there are behaviors and certain skill sets and approaches that are common to most of those who are really recognized to be effective in this role. So, the first point, be a role model. Lead by example. Don't ask your team to behave or to do things that you yourself aren't prepared to do and are not doing on a regular basis. Point number two. Great leaders are people who invest continuously in their learning, in their development, in developing their own skill sets. Point number three. Know your stuff. In other words, always be a step ahead of your team when it comes, especially, for example, in this particular moment in the market where technology really is revolutionizing the way management should be handling their tasks within organizations. Industry 4.0 is really changing the whole paradigm of what it entails to be an effective manager. Point number four, be a decision maker. Don't procrastinate. Be prepared to make informed decisions quickly. Do not put it off. Do not hesitate. Somebody who hesitates constantly in the face of the need to make a decision is somebody that nobody's going to trust or believe in. Point number five, take responsibility for your actions. When things don't go according to plan, your team needs to know that they can come to you for support and for guidance and also to find solutions, even together, but they need to be able to have a point of reference, and that point of reference needs necessarily to be you if you want to be recognized as their leader. Point number six, be positive. Whatever issues you're facing within the organization at present, they're your issues, but you need to be enthusiastic to constantly motivate your people, even when it's really arduous. In fact, especially when things are tough, they need to know that you are a point of reference, that you believe and that you're there with them side by side. Point number seven, I cannot stress enough the importance of sharing information. There are so many managers out there, managers, note, I didn't use the word leader, who believe that information is power. Make sure that you share and keep your team up to date all the time. If they don't have information, they will either invent it, imagine it, or who knows what can happen. Give them the information they need to feel part of the environment, respected, considered, and motivated. Point number eight, however banal this may seem, know your team. It seems obvious, but you have to really remember that each person is an individual. Everybody is motivated by different things. So the more you know your people, the better you'll be able to keep them motivated and to keep them on track. Point number 9, delegate. So many people I hear on a day-to-day basis saying, well, I know I can do it better. It's so much quicker if I do it myself. By the time I've explained what I want, how I want it done, why it's important to do it the way I want it done that way, I'll have done it 3 times, so it doesn't matter. The whole point of being in your position, either as a manager and better still as a leader, is to make sure that the people you are coordinating, leading, managing are constantly developing and growing, because it's the only way that you yourself will be able to grow. Point number 10, not the last in terms of importance, but very, very important. It's connected also to sharing information. When you actually delegate tasks, explain the importance and the impact that those tasks will have on the whole picture. However banal an activity may seem, or unimportant, or boring, if you think about its impact, if not done well, on the complete project, people will understand that it is in fact a responsibility that you're giving them, and they will understand how important it is to concentrate and do it as best as they can. When you give a timeline, so you're telling them what you want, how important it is, how it impacts on the whole picture, and when you need it done by. This will also help you to avoid micromanaging. Give people the information they need to do the task as you expect in the time necessary, so that you can then have a little bit of time left over just to check it out and make sure that everything's done well. So these 10 points are, shall we say, just key elements, not all the elements, but certainly key elements that will help you to be recognized as a leader by those you are managing and leading. Okay. Basic behaviors, it seems so banal, and yet all of us have been unfortunate enough to experience people who really didn't manage their teams, their collaborators this way or with this kind of behavior. And the effects are devastating in terms of morale of the team, performance, productivity, and generally the whole organization suffers. So if you'd like to have any more input or suggestions about how to be a more effective manager, leader, entrepreneur, please do make a request below. If you enjoyed this video, please put a like, and if you haven't done so yet, I would very much appreciate you subscribing to my channel so that we can continue also to discuss matters, aspects of management, of being in charge, that will help you to be more effective in your role. Have a great day, and I'll be back very soon, I think next week, with a new video. Cheers.